Hey, Sarah Mackenzie here. I have another book of the week for you. I'm so excited to tell you about this one. It is called The Wild Robot. It is a middle grade novel written for about ages 8 to 12 by Peter Brown. Now, I've heard a lot of good things about this book, but had just not gotten around to reading it. I read it finally to myself about a month ago and absolutely loved it. But then I started reading it aloud to my youngest kids, my 6-year-old twins and my 7-year-old. And then I was a goner. I realized actually that this book is something of a work of art. The structure, the language, the pacing, just the whole storytelling techniques that Peter Brown uses in this story are masterful. I loved it even better the second time I read it. Now here's something kind of fun. I was reading it to my younger kids, but my older kids would overhear what was happening, and my 14-year-old son especially just loved it. So he would make sure he was in the room every single time I was reading it aloud. Another really awesome thing about the book is that the chapters are really short. A lot of them are 2, 3, 4 pages. They're also highly illustrated, so there's a lot of illustrations which can be really, really helpful and enjoyable. And of course, Peter Brown is an accomplished picture book illustrator, so they're not just illustrated, they are wonderfully illustrated. And the thing about short chapters that's really helpful is that sometimes we only have about 5 or 10 minutes to read aloud. You could do that with the Wild Robot, although you're probably going to want to keep going. And sometimes I would find that we'd read up to 15 chapters at a time because we were just enjoying ourselves that much. We loved this book so much. Easily one of the best read aloud experiences my kids and I have ever had. And that's saying something.